Week 9 of the NFL. And at center stage, it's the Raiders' leader at quarterback. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Raiders and the Dolphins, and it comes your way next.
Well, they love their football in the East Bay, and the NFL has once again returned to Oakland, California. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up second down. Now the first carry here for the running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. This one caught out wide by Landry. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards that time.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And some room to maneuver. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the ball is knocked out. And the Raiders pick it up. And great effort. Does he get burned for that in film? He fought through some tackles. End result, though, a fumble.
It's going to be one of those situations where they're getting yelled at about the fumble, but at the same time get a check mark for the extra effort. And so it's one of those tough, tricky things for coaches. You don't want to coach it out of them so much that you take away the effort. You just want them to be conscious of taking care of the football.
So the Raiders backed up here to begin their first drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year of the NFL now.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally. Kept the ball clean and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
That's an early scramble to be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 22-yard line.
Now Carr. That's to Bowers once again. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. To throw his Carr. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They fake the handoff. Now Carr looking deep in the direction of Cooper. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Dolphins offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. And he's made his presence felt in the passing game throughout the season. You look at the NFL's leader in receiving yards by a running back. His name right there at the top. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had to fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They'll look to throw. A short one here, caught by McBride. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the short catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
47 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. 2nd and 2. Able to get this one to McBride. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender, because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
Well, here's a fake on a jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it on play action. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Aaron Stokes. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. So a 1st interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Now Carr. That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers. And they work this out past the 25. A busy 1st quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their 1st drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
And that to the 30. It'll be 2nd down. The Raiders at 3-4 on the year coming into play. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Carr. Short throw caught by Bowers. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing now is Carr. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Play action, now it's Carr. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Receiver downfield, offense.
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Still 2nd down.
Now a play fake, Carr. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm, incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Carr to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's the Raiders punter now. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. So now here come the Dolphins. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 97 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. So from back deep, deep in their home territory, all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to. Show that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it,
safe.
Be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital. Extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. 2nd and 10. as they've got it as we resume action. Carr now to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Carr going to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Now Hill to return it. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. We take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns out of the backfield. And his numbers are superior to the rest of his peers at this point in the season. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. They'll set up a throw. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, we're going to get a timeout as they deal with an injured player, and it's Tyreek Hill who is the man that's in some discomfort right now. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
The Raiders offense coming back out onto the field. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Now Carr. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
To throw, it's Carr.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Here's the Raiders punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Well, the Dolphins offense and Tyreek Hill set to take over once more. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender his way, because whatever they've done, it has not worked in this first half. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. 2nd and 9.
They're going to look to throw.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Back to throw again. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Hands it off out of the gun. 58 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Ball under 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4.
They'll look to throw.
Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And Waddle going to have a Dolphins first down as he'll be brought down at the 27.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Miami.
Looking to throw.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Raiders are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Now after the INT, it's Carr. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
So one first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on third down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Here's the Raiders punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
A short one here, caught by McBride. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the Raiders have got him.
Here now, a 3rd down and 8.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
The Raiders offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now.
Short throw caught by Bowers. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. The final shot here before half for Carr. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. More from you and Charles in a bit. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in the late window. We'll get started in the place dubbed America's finest city, San Diego, California. And it is the Chargers who have the lead in the second quarter. Justin Herbert with a touchdown pass. From there, we head over to MetLife Stadium to check in on the Jets. And it was the visiting San Francisco 49ers that come in and get the victory. The 49ers need to take a little of this momentum into the second half of the year because they face an uphill fight at 3-5. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Justin Jefferson, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Raiders offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And we give you a look there at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns. You can see he's second best amongst NFL running backs at this point in the season.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
On play action, it's Carr. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
On play action, now Carr. They'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Brings up third down.
Here's Carr. He's going to float this one deep right side. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
Powerful running, and he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Carr.
Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game, and let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on second and third.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the third quarter.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
A gain of 12. First down, Dolphins.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
First down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Fights through him. And some room to run now. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
An even 100 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 35-yard line. Back to throw here. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
This is taken in by McBride.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out, but they've gone on a march since then, and now after that completion there, they've got a 1st and goal.
They'll set up a throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created a push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 50. Down at the 14-yard line.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Now Carr.
Short throw caught by Bowers.
So they'll get nothing out of that play. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He can't get him down. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. They give him 12 yards and a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Right back to him on 1st down. 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Oh, offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now Carr. Over the middle, Cooper with it. That one a first down pickup of 8. Play action. Now it's Carr. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 48-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Let's go.
Carr going to throw.
Short throw caught by Bowers.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. In motion goes the tight end. Here's Carr to throw. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
To throw, it's Carr. Complete to Gilmore over the middle. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Again, it's Carr. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. In motion, the tight end. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
To throw is Carr.
He's got his target. That's complete. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Carr now to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
From the gun, it's Carr. Touchdown!
Brock Bowers.
A 5-yard touchdown. And the Raiders go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now back to throw. Quick slant, that's caught by the 5'11 Landry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it second down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Underneath, caught by Anderson, the tight end. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Defense.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here.
Short one here, caught by McBride.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
115 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets him down to the 6-yard line.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there.
Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
Keon White got in there for the sack.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Carr.
Short throw caught by Bowers.
Only able to gain a couple there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Throwing now is Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
Watch out for Hill on the return.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And that will come the offense as they take over.
This offense making its way back out, led by their running back. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Connecting with Hill.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
This will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
Well, this crowd doing their best to make a lot of racket. It's 3rd and 5. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. This is 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Down to the 22-yard line.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
One final try now for Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Dolphins, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.